Yo, what's going on, everybody? Where are my Zeal fans at? You guys know what we're talking about here today. You know as well as I do. If you were watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, you saw the brand new opening coming up. You looked on the screen and said, I know what that is. And then you were like, well, maybe, maybe you thought you know what it was. You were confused just like I was, right? You were like, is that Hope/Utopia in 7s? That's insane. But guess what, people? They finally gave us all we need to know about Yuka Goha's baseball, Anamana, whatever, baseball deck. It's coming out, people. Let's go straight into it. First card we're going to be talking about is Gagaga Outfielder. These are insane how much they look like their original Zeal counterparts, but just with baseball theme in it. They really took that baseball theme episode to heart. I wonder if we're going to get a soccer. Remember the soccer episode? No, you probably don't. But there was a soccer episode as well. But we have Gagaga Outfield, level 4, Fire Warrior type normal monster. Yeah, sorry, Gagaga Magicians kind of is a warrior in this one, and which works out because a lot of the monsters are warriors and means you could streamline the support if you really want to. It has 1200 attack, 400 defense points. That's pretty much what we're going to go with that one. Next we have a Chacha Catcher, level 4, Fire Warrior type, normal monster, 1400 attack, 400 defense. You're going to see a lot of these guys actually have 400 defense because that's important for one of the card's effects later on. Also funny to see that a Chacha Archer became stronger Gagaga Magician. He was usually one of the stronger ones, sitting at 15. While a Chacha Archer used to be 1200 attack points, if you guys remember. Next we're going to have Zubabab Batter. It's going to be a level 4 Warrior type normal monster, and it's a 15k beater, people. 1500 attack points. Well, did I say 15k? Well, that would have been way more. 1500 attack points. Wow, man, yeah, this would have been broken. 1500 attack points, 400 defense points. He got a little bit weaker than his previous self. He used to be at 1600. Next, we have Dododo second, level 4 warrior type, effect monster, 0 attack, 1400 defense points. And funny enough, the Dodo Warrior used to be the strongest of these cards, and now it's totally the weakest. But who cares? So see, its effects is if Coach Spirit Stadium is face up on the field, or I believe it's going to call Hot Blooded, whatever stadium, I might refer to it as that, is on the field. You can pay 500. You can activate this effect by paying 500 life points. During this turn, if you attribute summon a monster, fire, in attack position, this face up card can be treated as 2 tributes. Absolutely amazing, because you are going to want to reserve some monsters to use for the effects of your boss monster. So before we actually hit the boss monster, let's go over the stadium, because the stadium is actually important for some cards' effects anyway. So it's we call Hot Blooded Spirit Stadium, or Coach Spirit Stadium. Not that, we have any way to believe it's coming in English yet. So yeah, Hot Blooded Spirit Stadium sounds awesome. It's a field spell card with 0 requirements, and while it's face up on the field, fire monsters you control gain 400 attack during your turn, and fire monsters your opponent control gain 400 attack during their turn. Pretty simple effect, but it could buff your things up to a huge amount of attack points. Remember, even something like Gagaga Outfielder will now be 1600. A Chacha Catcher will be 1800. Zubabab Batter will be 1900. And this is just monsters you can normal summon without any tribute. So now let's go on to our big guy here. Let's go on to Hope, to Utopia. I still call him Hope because I never used to watch the dub version of Zeal, or yes, Zeal. The X is silent. It's a graphic, but I guess in the dub they count the X. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. Yeah, this is jersey number 39, Junior Baseball King Home. So not Hope anymore. He's Home. Which I'm guessing stands for home plate, home field, something of that nature. He's gonna be a level 8 warrior type effect monster, 2500 attack, 2000 defense points. Just look at that boy's artwork right there. That is so insane to see Hope/Utopia back, but it has this baseball thing. And look at the baseballs, they're like overlay used. They knew exactly what they were doing, they knew what they were referencing, and that's completely apparent when you look at the effect as well. The requirements for the effect is if you have Hot Blooded Spirit Stadium on the field, you can activate this effect by sending 2 face-up monsters, level 4 fire monsters you control. As you can see, it's using 2 level 4s. They kind of try to play into that Xyz mechanic in a way. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. This card gains, and the effect is this card gains 2500 attack until the end of the turn, but for the rest of the turn, cards you control cannot attack except this card. Now you guys probably understand what that means if you're a huge fan of Zeal like I was. This is pretty much double or nothing chance. When Zeal when Yuma used to double the attack points of Utopia / Hope with double or nothing chance, it will go up to 5,000 attack points. This is essentially completely reminiscent of that. Instead, it's going to be a little bit more, because with the stadium, we're looking at 5,400. 5,400 is going to take over, is going to beat over anything. There's no maximum that's going to stop that. Worm Excavator would need so many cards in hand just to be able to stop 5,400 attack points. Yeah, so no maximum is safe. Fusion monsters are gone. You can't attack with any other monsters, but this card just completely gets over anything. Now, of course, the hard part is that it does require 2 tributes, and then you're gonna need to get rid of 2 level 4 monsters to get to use the effect. Luckily, you do have Dododo second. Dododo second does count as 2 tributes, so it does mitigate how much, requirements you're gonna need. It's gonna count itself as 2 tributes. So instead of needing to summon 2 monsters, then tribute 2 monsters for home, and then summon 2 more monsters, you can just use Dododo second as the one single tribute monster, then summon 2 more level 4 monsters after summoning home, and then you can get the effect go. There's also another monster that we should go over that can help out the strategy a little bit more. And that card's name is Gagaga Umpire. Gagaga Golem is back, people. Umpire is a level 4 warrior type effect monster. Attack is 1,000, defense is 400. You can activate effect by shuffling 1 hot-blooded spear stadium from your graveyard into your deck. Also good, you get to recycle up the stadium just in case anything happens to it. Choose 1 normal fire monster in your graveyard with 400 defense. Yes, that's right, it revives any of the normal monsters because they all have 400 defense. Special summon to your side if you'll face up. During this turn, monsters non-fire cannot declare attack. That last part is not important. All your monsters are going to be fire anyway, and this is one of those cards that turns itself into 2 cards. So which means when it comes to home, you can summon this guy, shuffle back to stadium, then you have 2 tributes. Or if you already have home on the field, you summon him, get rid of the stadium, shuffle back the stadium. Hopefully you already have another stadium in play, because that should be the important part. You always want to have a stadium in play. But this card can always put back a stadium, and then it can revive a monster, and there you go. Gagaga Umpire went from being 1 monster to 2 monsters that can be used for home's effect. Absolutely amazing. There's so much good synergy with this deck. I can't wait to try out different things with it. And people say Rush Duel don't got combos. Come on, people. So, next one we're going to go with is Jersey number 99 Junior Baseball King Home Fieldra. Now, people, after I saw Yuka's first duel, I did not imagine for the life of me we were going to be seeing number 99 in this game. That is unbelievable. It's incredible. We got number 99 in Rush Duels. That's absolutely sick. It's going to be a level 8 fire dragon type monster, 2,000 attack, 2,000 defense, and yeah, that's significantly lower than its original, but don't worry, we hit those numbers. The requirement is you can activate this by shuffling 3 fire monsters from your graveyard into your deck. Yes, right, just 3 fire monsters from your graveyard into your deck. That's not too hard at all to do, considering that home is going to be sacrificing 2 monsters at least per turn to get his effect off. Then you can choose 1 Jersey number 39 Junior Baseball King home in your graveyard and special summon to your side of the field face up. Then this card gains 2,000 attack until the end of the turn. So of course this is a big reference on the original number 99, which used to revive a number monster from the graveyard. So this time it's going to be reviving home, which counts as the only other number monster technically in 7s. And then it's gaining 2,000 attack points, which is reminiscent of its previous form, which had 4,000 attack points. So yeah, you kind of get your number 99 with 4,000 attack points. And at this stage, you have a 4,400 attack home field draw, and a 2,900 attack home. At this point, it comes down to, do you want to use home's effect? Because maybe you have to tribute 2 monsters, but you only get 3 spots in Rush Duels, and it's like, do you really want to give up a 4,400 attack point monster? I say no. Go over your opponent with these way bigger monsters. I mean, you have a 29 or 44, because remember, you do have the field spell up. So you can just throw up another monster like Zubabab and have a 1900 if you want. Unless your opponent is gonna only lose by the biggest amount of damage you can do, then you can use home's effect. Otherwise, it's more worth it to keep them both on the field because they're both huge hitters and your opponent has to get rid of both of them during the next turn. And remember, home field draw doesn't just activate when it's summoned. It could do it any time. So your opponent might think, even if they get rid of home field is just going to revive it. Then at the same time, they have to think, wait a minute, if I leave home on the field, next turn, they're just going to sacrifice 2 monsters. It's going to be 5,400 attack points. So it's a great card. Unless your opponent can get rid of both of them, the opponent's putting themselves in a really bad dilemma regardless. So let's go over the last cards. We have Gagaga Guts, a normal track card. You can activate this card when a monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's card effect. It's very specific, but don't worry, we are getting Mirror Force coming out, which is, I don't know how I feel about that, people. Let's just say Sakuretsu Armor is a legend for nothing now. So its effect is choose 1 fire monster in your graveyard, special summon face up defense position. If you special summon Jersey number 39 Baseball King home or Jersey number 99 Baseball King home, Baseball King Dragon home Fieldra. Ooh. These names, people. You can also destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. So yeah, you lose a fire monster effect, then you get to special summon one of your big... You get to special summon one fire monster in your graveyard. It doesn't need to be a big one just because you don't have it, but you're gonna want to go for one of the big boss monsters, one of that big stadium dragon. You want to go after your Baseball King home. You want to put him onto the field because if you do, then you get to destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. And it's the last card, people. I don't want this video to go too long, but luckily we are on the last card, and it's called Request 9. You can activate when a monster you control is destroyed by opponent's attack. So first you have a card that can be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Now you have something that's gonna activate by being destroyed by battle. No matter what happens, you pretty much got options here. So the effect is you gain 900 life points. Alright. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. You can keep yourself alive, but it gets better. If there are 9 or more fire monsters in your graveyard, you can also choose 1 Jersey number 39 Junior Baseball King home or Jersey number 99 Junior Baseball King home Fieldra in your graveyard and special summon it face up. Again, you're getting back your big boss monsters, and this one is just, they're destroyed. You got 9 fire monsters in your graveyard. Just chuck it out to the field. It's gonna take a little while to build that up, but I love how they have so much ability to revive their bigger monsters. And the best part too is if you revive home Fieldra, you know you can use the effect because you have 9 monsters in your graveyard already. Upon activating, you know you can shuffle in back 3. That's gonna be so, that means you know that you're gonna be able to reuse that effect, and that's amazing to know you could do that. Your opponent has to be a little bit careful now. If they do destroy one of your monsters, they have to have something in reserve now, because if they destroy one of your monsters in battle but don't have anything that can handle home Fieldra or home, then it's pretty much a waste of their turn because they're not gonna be able to get directly at your life points, and they're gonna be ending their turn by giving you a big monster on the start of your turn. Overall, baseball Yuma cards are awesome. Thank you, Yuka, for playing this deck. I have no idea why she's so obsessed with baseball, but this is amazing. This is the most exciting cards I've seen. I can't wait to get these cards in the new set. Let me guys know. Are you excited for these new cards in the next set? Like, do you want to see, what other characters do you want to see pay homage to? I definitely want to see some hero cards and coming in, and especially since they can literally just do them beat for beat. Like, they can release Avion and Burstinatrix. They're just normal monsters. Like, there's so many things they could just bring out from older characters that I totally want to see. Even from Yuka's deck, I want to see a Gagaga girl. Like, why not make her like the coach or something? Or maybe Gambara Knight. That'll be awesome. You know, flesh it out just a little bit more. I want to see maybe something like Ojamas. Those would be perfect for Rush Duel. Ojamas? Yes, Ojamas would be absolutely perfect for Rush Duels. But what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys would love to see come out in Sevens in its wacky world, and maybe give me a theme that you think would be fun to include those cards in. And so that's gonna be it for me, people. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I love doing this because talking about these cards is absolutely, it just gets me so hyped up. I can't wait to get 3 boxes of this set. But that's it for me, people. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe, peace out, have fun.